Hello, I am your Kingdom Spiritual Transformational and Life Purpose Life Coach and Mentor, Latricia Booker. And we are here to be empowered, to heal, to get delivered, and to get free. We know who we are. We elevate our minds and our spirits and raise and expand our consciousness to ultimately walk in our true divine purpose and power. And it is the truth of who God has created us to be. Kingdom people, we are history makers, we are world changers, we are dream successors, we are wealth generators, we are manifestors, we are curse breakers, and we most definitely are transformers more than meets the eye. Yeah, Kingdom people, we are. Kingdom people, thank you all so very much for viewing my videos. Thank you for all the likes, subscribe, shares, comments, and feedback. Thank you for all your financial contributions to my channel and for all the seeds that you so generously sow into me and my ministry. Thank you for all of your encouragement. Thank you, Kingdom people, for all of your bookings and for all of your purchases. Thank you, Kingdom people, for everything that you do, Kingdom people. Thank you. And so, Kingdom people, I am on location. And Kingdom people, we get ready to break some chains. Let's go. Let's activate. Let's elevate, Kingdom people. Let's go. Kingdom people, God has chosen and appointed you to build his kingdom. God has appointed and chosen you to build his kingdom. And so, Kingdom people, we know that the kingdom of God is within us. And because we have received Christ, because we have received his kingdom, because we have received his precepts and his teachings, and we're following God's directions, we are following after Christ, we are his disciples, Kingdom people. You know, God has chosen us to literally build his kingdom. And so, what God showed me is how we're here on this earth. We're here in a world. And in this world, there's darkness, there's light. We carry the light, others carry the darkness, obviously. And so we understand the kingdom of darkness to be just that. And so God's kingdom is the kingdom of light. And what he's doing, although there's so many things going on in this world that are so dark, God's whole plan is to establish his kingdom right here on earth. And he's doing that right through you. And so I was listening to a young lady this morning, and she was speaking about how her name is Latricia, awesome woman of God. And she was speaking about how, you know, your purpose and you doing what God tells you to do is connected to so many other people and their lives, and you know, their breakthrough is connected to you. And she was just sharing how, you know, God is taking her to a place, and I was able to resonate with this so much. It's like she was, well, I don't want to say too much, but she was saying how God was showing her where she's going and how she's going to need different people from different areas to work as a team. You know, cooks, production people, camera people, just pretty much everything across. I'm hearing contractors. I don't even know if she said that. And I'm thinking in terms of building, you know, and refurnishing property and things like that. That just came to me. I don't think she said that, but that's what's coming to me right now. But the point is, she was just saying how she's gonna need different kind of people. And what God was speaking to me about here, already giving me this message. And so listening to her, he just kind of was showing me through all that how we would have our own kingdom. In other words, it's like this. We tend to do business with people who are not necessarily people of God. It's because those are the options that we have. Not that we don't have options of doing business with people who are in the kingdom, who are in God's kingdom. But it's not as huge as God is making it, because God is literally building his kingdom so that we will be able to go to the kingdom people to get our needs met, to hire them and to work with and to do business with for whatever it is that we do. And he was literally showing me our own kingdom, which is his kingdom, which is the light. And because we are God's people, because we are building God's kingdom, we are supposed to have the best. We're supposed to have everything we need. All of our needs are supposed to be met. And going forth and doing what God is compelling us to do, what he's instructing us and anointing us to do, kingdom people, he's setting it up in a way where we will again be able to go and get our resources and get the things that we need, hire the people, whatever we need, even get service from, purchase from. It goes full circle. It's a full service kingdom people. And so, yeah, that's just kind of what he gave me. And that's the whole thing. He's using you. He's chosen you. Because if God is calling you and he's he gave you something, he's giving you something to do, he's purposed something to you, and he's charging you. He sent out a charge, and he's charging you to move forth in whatever it is. You're chosen and anointed to build his kingdom. You're chosen and appointed to build his kingdom. And so, kingdom people, you will be a part of what God is overall doing for his kingdom, for his people, for his purpose, for his glory. And so, listen, Exodus 31, 1-6 tells us, "Then the Lord said to Moses, look, I have specifically chosen Bezalel, son of Ur, grandson of Hur, of the tribe of Judah. I have filled him with the Spirit of God, giving him great wisdom, ability, and expertise in all kinds of crafts. He is a master craftsman, expert in working with gold, silver, and bronze. He is skilled in engraving and mounting gemstones and in carving wood. He is a master at every craft. And I have personally appointed Hobab, son of Ahisamach, of the tribe of Dan, to be his assistant. Moreover, I have given special skills to all the gifted craftsmen so they can make all the things I have commanded you to make." And so, kingdom people, you are skilled. God has given, he has equipped you. This is the thing. He's been equipping you all along. Everything that you've experienced has built upon your skills, because he specifically chose you. Just like here it said, I specifically have chosen Bezalel. And it says also, I have filled him with the Spirit of God and given him great wisdom, ability, and expertise in all kinds of crafts. Kingdom people, that's you. You have many skills, many skills, much wisdom. I want to say many wisdoms, much wisdom. He's given you so much because he's using you. He's appointed you to build for him, to build his kingdom. He's giving you expertise in different kinds of crafts. And so going back to how everything is needed for his kingdom. And so again, many of you have many skills. You have skills in different areas. Some of you know how God is moving you to do things and build, or have you working on projects and connecting with people in different areas, in different fields. Like, I almost want to say all over the place. And I'm just hearing it's not by might, it's not by power, but it's by his Spirit. And so, kingdom people, he's giving you all these skills and these crafts and all this stuff, all this expertise, all this wisdom to build his kingdom. Because he chose you. He appointed you to build his kingdom. And so, again, he's been teaching you all along. God was just speaking to me this morning when he was giving me this message, how, we've been through a lot, kingdom people. And looking back over my life personally, and, God had been speaking to me about how, how you kind of sometimes hear people talking about they may have delayed it. They trying to delay it. And I always had this thing where, no, they wasn't delaying nothing. And God came and confirmed this for me today, which he already knew it, but he just came with some feedback, and he said, this is the thing. He said, all along, I was molding you. I was making you. I was teaching you. He said, I was maturing you. I was getting you ready. So while them ones, and I almost hate to bring them ones in it, and I told God this when he was giving me this. He said, but I always have to show you this because to let you know them ones ain't doing nothing. Even though they trying, they do what you do. They do what they do. Still stay on high alert. Still be cautious, still use wisdom. But God was saying they ain't really doing nothing. See, God would have them thinking that they doing something, delaying something, stopping something. But God said, all along I was building you and equipping you because I chose you and I appointed you to build my kingdom. And so you had to go through those processes. It was all a process. It was all part of your process. Because you were chosen and appointed to build his kingdom. And all along, you've been gaining skills and expertise and wisdom. And so now for many of you, God is moving you forth. He's causing you to, again, connect with people, move into things, check out these things, and start different businesses and look into different things. And there are different things in different areas. Not all at one time, per se, but even if you're not doing you're doing one thing or a couple of things at a time and you get those things going, and then after that, all you have to do is manage it for the most part until something else is going on where you have to proactively, do something else. But that's kind of how that goes for the most part. But many a times he's giving it to you. I don't want to say all at once, but he'll give you a lot at once. And you can be like, all this? And he's saying, yeah, because I chose you and appointed you to build my kingdom. All this. And again, Exodus 31 and 3 says, I have filled him with the Spirit of God, giving him great wisdom, ability, and expertise in all kinds of crafts. So listen, the first thing it said, I have filled him with the Spirit of God. The Spirit of God is what? What is God? Omnipotent, omnipresent. He's everything. He's skilled at he's God. So if you're filled with the Spirit of God, you're filled with so many wisdoms, ability, and expertise in all kinds of crafts, because that's the Spirit of God in you. And over the time, over the years, he has just been building them. You've been, again, learning, growing, evolving, and him maturing you to a place where you're now ready to move in those things. Your crafts have been fine-tuned. You have gained your wisdom and your expertise, kingdom people. And it's all because God has chosen and appointed you to build his kingdom. And so, kingdom people, again, there were no delays. Wasn't nothing stop the block. The only time there could have been a delay, an actual delay, or something was blocked, is if you stayed around a situation, a person, a place, or anything after God told you to remove yourself, after you knew it was time to go. That's the only time that it is true that something could have been delayed and blocked. But here's the thing. When you remove yourself, finally, the flow begins again. So, kingdom people, there overall were no delays as long as you was continuously moving with God. And it doesn't matter where you were, or, that you weren't who you are, or at this place where you are now. Of course you wasn't, because you had to learn, you had to grow, you had to evolve and develop and mature. A baby, when it's born out of his mother's womb, ain't 20 knowing what a 20-year-old would know, because it hasn't grown to that stage yet. Now, some of these 20-year-olds, I probably shouldn't say that, act like they was just born out of their mama womb. Some 50 and 60 and 70 years. Anyway, kingdom people, let me lay them alone. But kingdom people, the point is you had to grow. You had to mature. It wasn't no stopping and blocking nothing. Even though that's what some of them, your enemies, those who chose to come against you and try to interrupt the plans of God. And God gave me this also this morning. He said, this is a whole nother thing, but for some reason he put it on me. He was showing me how those ones who like to be playing and stuff and trying to do stuff, playing with stuff, And he specifically gave me the ones that like to go to witch doctors. He said that to me this morning. And he said, you know, some of these people, they know my hand is on you. And they know that that's my spirit in you and that you are moving on my command. And he said that they're trying to overpower his power in your life. So in other words, they're trying to overdo God. They think that them doing whatever and going to pay witch doctors or whatever they do, somehow they're going to get some results. But that's like you're going to outdo God. You're going to reign over God. They're going to, in their mind, they're going to stop and block something, even though God got you. God got you on the path. And you, as long as you continually following that path. But anyway, that's just a little side note that for some reason, I don't know who that's for, but that just came to me. God was speaking to me about that, but that wasn't part of this message. But he just kind of gave me to mention it. But kingdom people, God has chosen and appointed you to build his kingdom, okay? So that's why you got all these skills and expertise and all this wisdom, and God got you studying and learning and looking over here and doing this and been building you up for years. And while some of you had to move from this job to this job and go over here and do this, and then God said go learn this, because he was building you up for all this many expertises and all this great wisdom that you have now in all these different crafts. Because that's the spirit of God. That's the way the spirit of God move. God is huge. God is big. God can do many things. And so can you, kingdom people, because his spirit resides in you. The spirit of the Most High God dwells and resides within you. And so, kingdom people, God has chosen you and appointed you to build his kingdom. You, kingdom people. And that's all I have to say about that. If you like this video and if it resonates with you, please just go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Then click on that red subscribe button and subscribe to my channel if you have not already done so. Thank you. Then click on that bell right next to that red subscribe button so that you can get a notification every time I upload a new video, something like this one. Also, if you are interested in any of the services that I presently offer, if you would like to listen to my podcast show, if you would like to purchase my book, The Girl in the Mirror by Sheila Brooks. Sheila Brooks is my pen name. If you would like to sow a seed into me or my ministry, you can find all that information right down below in the description box, along with other helpful resources. So, kingdom people, I love you all so very much. You all know I don't want to leave you, but I do have to go right now. But I will be back to hold my kingdom people down. Now, kingdom people, with that being said, much love, light, and peace, and many blessings to you all. Above all else, let the Holy Spirit lead you in all things at all times. Kingdom people, we are untouchable, we are unmovable, we are unstoppable, and we are unbreakable. That is my time, kingdom people. Jesus girl is out. Peace.